times, a little bit inconsistent. And of course you don't want to embarrass yourself against Brazil tonight. Scolari's first match in charge. And listen, there's always a lot at stake, their pride, because if England aren't really at it tonight, then Brazil could make fools of them.
You need to keep your confidence up, and these players are playing for places.
Clive Tilsley. This is what you do it for. This is why most of us wanted to be footballers at some time in our life. Ronaldinho, on the occasion of what the Brazilian Federation are calling his 100th appearance, for which every football statistician will tell you is actually his 95th official game for Brazil. It's a dark and dastardly world, football statistics, don't go there. But officially, he's not.
Fame. Last November in Sweden, Steven Gerrard became only the 6th Englishman to have represented his country 100 times or more. Joining us on the pitch now to present Steven with a commemorative cap in honour of this wonderful...
his fight with bowel cancer at the age of 51, and before kick-off this evening there will be a period of reflection here to remember that, to remember those that lost their lives, more than 200 victims.
They will never be forgotten. The referee will blow his whistle to indicate the start and finish of the period of silence.
Really does beg the belief that there are people who would want to disrupt something like that. A piece of England history tonight, the first time that two centurions were... So, England versus Brazil. It doesn't happen every year. It's happening twice this year. Wilshere was taken late, but Clement is able to feed it in, and Rooney's there, and David Luiz heads behind. And the last time Brazil played at Wembley, they were behind in 32 seconds in the Olympic final against Mexico.
Good run, Jack Wilshere, nice and strong. Well played the referee for playing the advantage.
On by Ronaldinho. Neymar stretching to reach it, and Cahill just beating him to it. That's what they can do.
Yeah. Great close control, interchange of passing.
Here's Oscar. Early forward, and Neymar has escaped. Got beyond Cahill, who did well to catch up. Neymar just unable to kill the ball. It was a lovely pass from Oscar.
Great spot, wasn't it? A little bit square there, Chris Smalling and Gary Cahill, just a bit flat-footed, and Neymar spins.
Poked back to Gerrard. In towards Theo Walcott. It came off the head of Adriano for an England corner.
Great spot against Steven Gerrard. It's one that Adriano would like to have maybe let it run out for a goal kick, but he's never sure.
Was the head of Rooney, and that's a really good save by Julio Cesar. Rooney's been penalised. Free kick has been given in Brazil's favour.
I think it was a little nudge actually from Wayne Rooney to just steal a yard in the box.
4 against 3 with Oscar arriving. Neymar's got to pick the right option. He's found Oscar! He did have choices.
Well, excellent play from Adriano originally to knock that down the line for Neymar. He then runs and gets those white shirts running back towards their own goal. Could have gone one more there, Oscar. Could have gone out to...
Cleverly punched by Julio Cesar.
Yeah. Goalkeeper gets plenty on that. I wonder whether he could have actually called that. It wasn't...
Adriano was quickly upon him, Wilshere with a slightly challenge.
Powerful little fullback, isn't he, Adriano?
Here's Oscar. Ronaldinho's cross charged down by Wilshere's given a penalty. Well, the ball's travelled maybe 3 metres. Jack Wilshere's arms were raised, and Pedro Proença The Portuguese official is just about at the top of his game at the moment, pointing straight to the spot.
Yeah, it does hit his...
Good save! Another good save! Neymar! Sliding challenge comes in, England survive. Tom cleverly to the rescue.
Great work, Joe Hart. Does so well to make the initial save, and then when it comes back to Ronaldinho, look how hard he's got to get up and work there to get a big hand on that. Tom cleverly doing everything as well to deny Neymar. That's so difficult.
Here's Wilshere, and he slipped it into the path of Danny Welbeck. Well, he tried to lift it, I think, because there were two bodies sliding in front of the goalkeeper. It was a difficult finish.
He went with his right foot, Clive. It's one maybe there that he'd been better off going with his left, I think. He's gone with his favoured right foot.
Crowd willing him to shoot. Combining with Walcott. Glenn Johnson.
He's good at that. He's good at stepping inside there and joining in with people and hitting it with his left foot.
And looking to assert themselves. Wilshere combining with Rooney. Feast, Theo Walcott. Good save by Julio Cesar. Rooney! England take the lead. Theo Walcott was denied. Wayne Rooney wasn't. England 1, Brazil 0. That doesn't sound too bad.
Excellent goal. Great finish from Wayne Rooney. Lovely control and composure about the slot. But this ball is absolutely inch perfect for Theo Walcott to use that pace against Adriano. And the follow-up from Rooney is terrific. He could quite easily have tried to hit that too hard.
Looking good. Theo Walcott running at and past Dante, trying to play in Rooney. Across comes Adriano. Swashbuckling stuff from England.
Again, Jack Wilshere driving over the halfway line with the ball at his feet.
Welbeck forcing him back now. Showing too much of that. Gerrard. He's playing in Johnson here. Trying to poke it up towards Welbeck. David Luiz does that well, anticipating it. Welbeck felt that there was a swinging arm in the midst of all that.
He also felt David Luiz stepped across him, really, and just he had possession of the ball. Look at David Luiz, you can see there, he just steps in.
Oscar has escaped him. It was a great ball in, and Neymar had a terrific chance to equalise. Cross came with a little bit of pace, and Neymar just couldn't quite control the finish. Wicked ball in.
What a delivery that is from Oscar. Brilliant strength on the far side to get away from Ashley Cole, and that delivery is inch perfect. And Neymar
found a cross between Cole's legs. Paulinho has helped it on, header away by Johnson. It's fallen for Wilshere. Now Rooney! Beautifully struck. Julio Cesar had the post covered, but it was a rasper from Wayne Rooney.
Sweet strike, wasn't it? Once again, Jack Wilshere driving into the space. Every time there's been...
Nick it away from Paulinho. Now for Theo Walcott. Goes for goal. Beaten away by Julio Cesar. Johnson into Welbeck, trying to spin away from David Luiz, never caught. Ronaldinho. A mixture of purpose and pace. England have scored in all but one of the games over which Roy Hodgson has seen them through these opening months of his management. Wayne Rooney scored their goal. Gerrard invited to shoot, and it's a good one. Almost an opportunity for Jack Wilshere closing in on the rebound. It was a little bit too hot for Julio Cesar to handle.
It's an awkward one, that. Actually, Julio Cesar does well in the end. It's a decent strike from Gerrard, bounces in front of him, and Jack Wilshere... It's actually
more and more confidence on the ball. Cahill's shown a bit too much in actual fact. And here's a chance for Fred! And Brazil are on terms, and Gary Cahill took a chance too many. And Fred, who's only just arrived on the field, pounces upon Cahill's error. And Roy Hodgson's team have lost their lead.
He knows that, Gary Cahill. He can't do that. Not when you're in this sort of company. You give the ball away there 30 yards from goal and you're in big trouble. He's overrun it, he's not really sure where he's going. They don't really narrow down quick enough either. They've got men over, so it's a very difficult one for Chris Smalling and everyone else back there. And in the end, Fred just...
For an error, he's just made another one now. Oscar, it's Fred again. And this time he bounces it off the crossbar. Where's he come from?
Look, Wayne Rooney's running back towards that back four, and I don't blame him, because they've worked so hard in the opening 45 minutes and they're throwing it away here.
Baines. Dangerous run, Aroka across. Gerrard takes. Oh, and needed a save. And it very nearly was redemption for Gary Cahill.
It certainly was. Just watching the way David Luiz was marking Gary Cahill, he was just looking at him, wasn't even looking at the ball. And no big surprise.
Walcott again, he's beaten his man this time. Can he pick a cross? It's a good... Oh, he almost came for Lampard. Rooney though setting up. Gerrard!
Love that from Theo Walcott. Top wide play that is. Just nips it past Adriano and then just puts his foot to the floor and bursts past him, and then you've got a decision to make. Are you going to stand it up?
And again beats Adriano. This time Dante cuts out the cross.
Lucky, maybe mix
Rooney's got it back. Lampard! England back in front. Frank Lampard has got the goal. Brazil's turn to have a defensive error punished, and how it was punished as accurate.
About Ronaldinho and Oscar and everybody else, but he doesn't do anything with that, does he? He just controls that. Hasn't really got the time to get it out from under his feet.
Listen now, but here's a problem. Adriano has got forward for Brazil. A lovely cutting ball, but he just couldn't quite make the most of it. Cover was good. England managed to get back there.
Theo Walcott does well. Watch him match Adriano, top of your screen. He knows he's giving.
He's skinning Adriano. And Barcelona man got back. Goal kick's been given.
Just bundled him a little bit. He just perhaps fractionally overhit that one, but intent is there once more. There's not a lot Adriano can do about it at the minute. Much better. Just take it, get it up, walk it up to him, and then just.
Neymar's ball pulled back for Jean. Neymar. Straight at heart. Didn't really light up the Olympic Games, and he hasn't really lit this night up as yet. Neymar has managed to force it back to Fred. Here's Neymar again. He wouldn't put it past him.
A free kick from outside the 18-yard box is ambitious, to say the least. A good run. And Johnson does the right thing. He tracks that run. Just does enough again to deny him.
Stopped by David Luiz. Lampard though to Baines. It's a really good cross. Walcott couldn't quite catch up with it. Fabulous ball in by Leighton Baines.
Perfect delivery, wasn't it? Awkward because it's bouncing along the floor. Goalkeeper doesn't know whether or not Dante's going to put something on that or not.
Rooney. James Milner couldn't quite grow enough.
Unlucky that time. The run from Theo Walcott just run into a little bit of a brick wall there, didn't he?
I think Rooney was just loitering slightly offside too, which was maybe a distraction for Walcott. Neymar trying to get Dani Alves in behind Milner. What a kick.
Good work, James Milner. Made sure that he tracked that run from Dani Alves.
Here's Milner. Rooney and Milner. Oscar. Lucas. Neymar. Lucas Moura trying to. Oscar laid it off to Lucas. And here's Fred. He just stumbled on the ball his first touch and then was never steady for a shot at goal.
Just couldn't get it out, could he, from underneath his feet. Love that interplay there. Wonderful stuff that is. And then when it arrives on, he's got the right side for him to hit it on his left foot. He just.
This is on the way. Milner crosses himself and crosses poorly. Going to shoot himself. Joe Hart has the post. Lucas, little flick from Fred. Joe Hart's got his safe hands on the ball.
He's just trying to drop that in the path of Oscar, isn't he there, Fred? Just doesn't quite make the flip.
Jan. Hart lays claim. England beat Brazil. In any circumstances, in any era, the measure of an international team is a victory over the very best. Roy Hodgson and Phil Scolari.